Thanks for joining us. Follow us on social media and read our blog posts for more visa and immigration tips. Best cities to live in the UK as a student. In this video, find out the top 10 cities you can live in the UK as a student that suits your budget and your lifestyle. With over 150 top-ranking universities, the United Kingdom is one of the best places in the world to study. There's a seemingly endless number of places in the UK to choose from, which makes picking the best city to live in extremely difficult. There are many factors to consider when deciding where to live and study. The cost of living, the quality of the university, and the variety of entertainment and nightlife should all contribute to your decision. COVID-19 has greatly impacted the way universities in the UK operate. The UK government has released a 4-tier system to handle potential outbreaks. Cases have been found in multiple UK universities, and this system will guide how universities will handle student isolation, contact tracing, and online classes. With all the choices available, we're here to help you make the decision on finding where to study a little bit easier. We've done the heavy lifting and put together this list with the top 10 best cities to live in the UK as a student. From the bustling metropolitan capitals to the laid-back university towns, you're guaranteed to find your new home in one of these spectacular UK cities. This video is brought to you by IAM. We believe that travel improves and inspires you and the people around you. We help you travel by providing services which overcome barriers and frameworks that simplify and enrich your experience. We just happen to be immigration lawyers. So reach out to your IAM visa coordinator when you're ready for your adventure, or already on one, and would like some assistance. 1. London. With world-class universities, easy-to-use transportation, and unbeatable culture, England's bustling capital is one of the best cities to live in the UK as a student. In addition to the plethora of educational institutions, you will also have access to libraries, research centres, and thousands of local businesses to help further your studies and career path. Not to mention, London is one of the most powerful cities in the world, providing excellent networking and business opportunities in almost every field of study. When living in London, you'll also have a world of culture and entertainment at your fingertips. There's always something happening at every hour of the day, and the sheer number of museums, sporting events, restaurants, and nightclubs guarantees you'll never get bored. While many consider London to be one of the most expensive cities, it's still possible for students to thrive on a smaller budget. Living in a shared flat, cooking instead of dining out, and taking advantage of student discounts are just a few ways to save big while living in London. 2. Edinburgh. If you're looking for a balanced mix of city life and nature, then look no further than Edinburgh. As Scotland's capital, Edinburgh is the epicenter for metropolitan life and provides plenty of opportunities for internships and networking events. Besides being one of Scotland's biggest cities, Edinburgh also consistently ranks number 1 for being the UK's greenest city, thanks to the low pollution levels and abundance of parks and green spaces. The contrasting old and new towns of Edinburgh are also designated UNESCO World Heritage Sites, giving you endless amounts of sites to explore right outside your doorstep. Edinburgh is also home to the world-renowned University of Edinburgh, Heriot-Watt University, Edinburgh Napier University, and the University of St Andrews. When it comes to living costs, Edinburgh can be affordable. Compared to other capital cities, rent, accommodation, and food are relatively cheaper. You can still live in the city centre, indulge in delicious foods, and explore the historic castles without breaking the bank. 3. Manchester. Studying in Manchester gives you the opportunity to have an authentic university experience. With almost 100,000 students living in Manchester, this student-orientated city is filled with working cafes, budget-friendly restaurants, and some of the most vibrant entertainment venues in the UK. In addition to the multitudes of live music venues, Manchester is also dotted with art galleries, museums, theatres, and comedy clubs. The city is also home to not one, but two football clubs, Manchester United and Manchester City. Don't forget to check with your campus union building. Most schools offer discounted tickets to football games, museums, and other events. One of the best things about Manchester being a student city is the reasonable cost of living. You can easily find accommodation on or near your campus for a fraction of the cost you'd be paying in other English cities. Four, Glasgow. Glasgow is quickly becoming one of the best cities to live in the UK as a student. Between the high-ranking reputable universities to the student-friendly costs of living, Glasgow is the ideal destination to spend a few years studying. Catering to both local and international students, Glasgow's outstanding universities will easily open the door to various endeavours for your future career. The majority of Glasgow's universities are located within a 4-mile radius of each other, which means you'll always be surrounded by like-minded peers and fellow students. And once you're done with classes for the day, you can hit up some of the city's top attractions. Explore centuries of history at the Glasgow Cathedral, sample homebrewed scotch at the Clyside Distillery, or dance the night away at the infamous Sub Club. 5. Cardiff. Are you interested in spending a few years in the beautiful country of Wales? If so, then consider Cardiff, which many consider to be one of the best cities to live in the UK as a student. Cardiff is home to 3 different universities, including the world-renowned University of Cardiff, all of which are located right in the heart of the city. Although Cardiff is an excellent choice for those wanting to live in a bustling capital city, its close proximity to the Welsh countryside also makes it a desirable place to study. A short 1-hour drive north of the city takes you to Brecon Beacon's Nation Park, not to mention, you'll also be living right on the coast of Cardiff Bay. In addition to the plethora of available activities, Cardiff is also an affordable place for students to live, with rent costing half as much as you pay in London. For this reason, it was named the most affordable city in the UK by the NatWest Student Living Index in 2019. In addition, there are dozens of affordable festivals that take place throughout the year, including the Tarfwheel and Inside Out Utopia Festival. Six, Nottingham. Nottingham might be the perfect choice for your international studies. The two main universities have a large international student population and strong ties with multiple universities around the globe. Due to the large student population, Nottingham is also known for its vibrant culture. Whether you're sipping a cocktail in a speakeasy or exploring Sherwood Forest, there's no shortage of fun things to do during your stay. On top of that, the nightclub and bar scene is also worth noting, especially if you're into live music and concerts. And when it comes to cost, it doesn't get much cheaper than Nottingham. This student town is one of the most affordable places for students to live and study in the UK. A delicious lunch can cost under £5, while a pint of beer will only set you back £2.25. 7. Birmingham. If you're looking for a big city with bustling culture and top-notch universities, then consider studying in Birmingham. This multicultural city of 65,000 students is one of the most diverse in the entire UK, with over 20% of residents coming from overseas. With so many different cultures converging in one place, Birmingham hosts unique cultural events like German Christmas markets, Caribbean food festivals, and even the largest Eid celebration in the UK. The local food scene also represents the city's multicultural heritage. As the UK's second largest city, you'll have all the best resources, networking opportunities, and entertainment options that come with living in a big city. If you need a break from the chaotic pressure of city life, you can also escape to one of the many parks and gardens in Birmingham. Local favourites include Winterbourne Gardens and Sutton Park Nature Reserve, both of which are located close to the city centre. Birmingham is also home to 5 high-ranking universities, including Birmingham University, Birmingham City University, and Aston University. Due to the outstanding universities, diverse culture, and thriving entertainment scene, Birmingham is easily one of the best cities to live in the UK as a student. 8. Newcastle. Newcastle is one of the fastest-growing university towns in the UK. Both Newcastle University and Northumbria University are 2 of the top schools in the area for undergraduate, graduate, and vocational programs. You'll be able to enjoy the best parts of city life, like international businesses, amazing nightlife, and diverse culture, without sacrificing that local, small-town vibe. This means you'll find thousands of students living in the city, as well as a variety of cheap restaurants and affordable places to live. One of the best parts about living in Newcastle is the small city feel. With a population of just over 250,000 residents, Newcastle is one of the smallest big cities in the UK. Cost-wise, Newcastle is also one of the most affordable cities for students. Private rooms and apartments are relatively cheap, but to make your dollar stretch even further, you can also choose to live in one of the many shared accommodation options in the city. On top of that, meals, entertainment, and transportation are considerably cheaper than other places in the UK, perfect for those on a strict monthly budget. 9. Liverpool. Liverpool is more than just a city with outstanding cultural heritage. Home to 2 major universities, and even more colleges and institutions, Liverpool is, at heart, a student-friendly city. Young people flood the streets at all hours of the day, whether they are studying for exams in a coffee shop or catching a live show at one of the world-famous club venues. Speaking of live shows, you can't mention Liverpool without mentioning its nightlife. The variety of bars, clubs, and alternative nightlife venues alone make Liverpool one of the best places to live in the UK as a student. The cost of living in Liverpool can also be cheap, depending on your type of accommodation and how often you eat out. 10. Sheffield. Sheffield is one of those friendly cities that has everything a student could possibly want. All of the city's universities and colleges are located within the city centre, which means Sheffield is practically geared towards student life. Residents and businesses are extremely welcoming to students, and it's common to find special student discounts in many restaurants and entertainment venues in the city. Once considered the UK's industrial powerhouse seat, Sheffield is the UK's fifth largest city, although 60% of the area is comprised of parks, gardens, and other green spaces. One of the best things about studying in Sheffield is the cost of living. Generally speaking, Sheffield is 10% less expensive than other major cities in the UK, and 25% cheaper than London. In addition, Sheffield is a very walkable city, which means you can save big on transportation costs by exploring on foot or by bike. Post-study options in the UK. After you graduate, you might want to stay in the UK. In 2012, international students were only allowed to stay in the UK for 4 months after completing their studies, which was later updated to 6 months in 2019. But since the summer of 2021, international student graduates can now stay in the UK for 2 years to look for employment. Find out your post-study options in the UK, the USA, Canada, Australia or other European countries in our post-study playlist. IAM can help with your visa application to the United States, the UK, and other countries. If you need help with a US visa, a UK visa, or visa to Europe, including help with appointment booking obligations, IAM can help. For more information and advice on US immigration, UK immigration law, and US visa applications, or if you need any help or assistance, please reach out to your visa coordinator at IAM. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for more travel and visa updates.